All right. So first question. What's the difference between, or what's the difference when it comes to the hiring process? Like, how do they hire, or like how long is the process, or like what's the process mainly? I think paunahin natin si Trixie. I think she's the best one to answer this.
All right. So let's start from the beginning. We're gonna hire, right? So are you guys in internships already? Yes. In tech companies. Have you guys tried interning tech corporate? Show of hands for those who interned in tech. Show of hands. Yep. So a few. How many months? 3 months. So you guys have gone through the interview process. 3 months. Corporate. Who has interned in corporate? Yep, a few others also. So most of you have gone through the interview and hiring process. I would say one of the main differences of corporation and startup would be the length of the hiring process. Startups tend to be a bit more quicker with just having at least, or at most even for some startups, for just two rounds of hiring interviews or hiring managers to interview you. Corporations can go up to 5 to 6, and that varies with phone interviews, Zoom interviews, face-to-face interviews, and whatnot. Another main difference would be the hierarchy. So hierarchical interviews as well. In startups, you can encounter the HR will interview for you first, and then the founder interviews you, and then you get the job. Versus corporations, the TA means talent acquisition, so the recruiter in general, and then the hiring manager, and then the +1 of the hiring manager, and then the +2 of the hiring manager, and then the HR VP, and then the HR operations. So that can range for, and you won't even reach the owner of the corporation to interview you. All of that for nothing. Just kidding. So that is, I think, one of the major differences. And as well as a more structured approach in corporates. So some corporations might have exams, logical exams, analytical exams, etc. exams that you won't even use in the job, but like it's okay because they want to get people that are like-minded, that will fit their culture. So, and for them to sort of group you in a team within the corporation. So I think that's necessary for them to do. Whereas in startups, as long as you get the vibe, you get the culture of the founder, I think you're highly likely to be more hired if you fit the vibe of the founder. I think that's a major difference, Pat.
That's a nice answer. Pero
Yeah.
parang saan ka nagbabank? Or
Wala
naman.
Wala naman. Both are valid.
Okay.
Both are I think they're necessary for those two different companies.
Can I share? Like,
Of course.
Yeah. So giving it more perspective, being on the other side of the table, being a hiring manager, especially like in the corporate, kaya siya medyo mabagal, is that usually the hiring managers, they would just set an appointment with the HRs, with the talent acquisition team. And usually, dahil busy si hiring manager, yung appointment na yun doesn't happen twice a week, thrice a week. It only happens once a week. So they can only revert back to each other like once a week. So you can just imagine, okay, so the cycle is going to be like a bit longer for corporates. Meanwhile, for startups, kadalasan the hiring managers would give the HR, kung medyo luxury na nga pag may HR na mag-hire, diba? Na hindi, bala ka, like you go, just get the talent as fast as you can. So you can see the difference na, mas may ano ako dito, mas may leeway ako or mas may freedom ako to gawin ko yung sarili kong discard or something like that.
Got it. Does anyone something to share? Kasi ako, I've been in a startup, but now I'm in corporate. I do agree that I think the length of the hiring process is longer, but the stages are the same. They're practically the same. So number one, the initial interview sa HR, so parang personality test lang, ganyan, if you fit the culture. And then the next one is the hiring manager. And then the last one was parang mga potential teammates mo, yung mga makakatrabaho mo talaga. So, I think yun lang naman. But I do agree na parang it took me like 1 to 2 months
Yeah.
before I got hired. Unlike sa mga startups na parang, like, follow up mo lang after a week, meron na agad silang decision.